Welcome back to Diary of a Child of God, and my name is Denele Dlamini. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who's that girl? Na 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 na. Tease that girl. Na 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 na. I'm celebrating being more consistent. I'm celebrating my efforts. This is a small win for me. I'm back. So today we are talking about something very interesting, and I'll just give background on how we got to this topic. So I was scrolling on TikTok and I landed on this girl's page, and she was very interesting. She's a makeup artist, and basically she was saying how romantic men in South Africa, she's a South African girl, she is a Southie girl, have not finished. Basically, some guy called to say, my girlfriend was talking about your makeup classes and I want to book her makeup classes, pay for them and surprise her. So can you please arrange that? Wada. And yeah, basically she was just giving motivation to say to all the ladies that you don't have to move abroad to find your man. He's probably right here in South Africa. But she said something very interesting. She was like, how many frogs do I have to kiss until I find my prince? That's what she said, and that's when I knew that I have to talk about this because it's so important. It is so important and it's a valid question. Guys, may I drink some water, please? Because I am parched. So let me tell you, let's get into the tea. And this is not the first time I've heard this statement. I think at some point in my life I've said it before. Honestly speaking, guys, you will continue having to kiss frogs until you transform into a princess yourself. I said what I said and I mean it. If you keep cultivating an environment for frogs to thrive, they'll keep coming. You attract what you are. And I'm not speaking about physical appearance because beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So it's not about whether he's handsome or not or good looking or not. It's you being the perfect environment for toxicity to thrive, for toxic traits to thrive. And my baby or my guy, you will never, ever in your wildest dreams attract a healed, whole person if that's not who you are and if that's not what you're putting out into the universe. God is not crazy and he's not mad. The law of attraction is there. It is real. So if you are a person who's insecure, a person who seeks male or female validation, or a person who's like a human doormat, people can just walk all over you any which way they want, you're most likely going to attract a narcissist, because in nature they want to exert English, guys, exert dominance, control, manipulation. Like they just want. And a narcissist can't be with a confident woman or a woman who's sure of herself, because you can't manipulate that woman who knows who she is in Christ, who's rooted and centered in her identity in God. So until you get to a place where you're tired and you work on yourself, you will forever attract frogs. You will forever attract frogs. Guys, I highly recommend as a woman that you follow and listen to profound women, educated women, women who are confident, women who love the Lord, women who are rooted in the Word. And a woman that I follow and that I personally like and listen to, like I watch her content on YouTube, is Dr. Esther Longe. She's a gorgeous Nigerian woman. She's so profound and eloquent. The way she carries herself, she's like, wow. she's like the Proverbs 31 woman if she was Nigerian and very deep. You can see, you can hear in the way Esther Longe articulates herself that she's well learned. She reads, or she reads. And I'm just like, Lord, I want that for myself. But basically, she said, because someone once asked her, she was having like a live talk show, and someone once asked her, how do you get over a certain bad habit or sin? And she simply put it, until you are tired of going around the mountain, you will never get over it. You need to get to a point in your life where you're just tired of experiencing cycles, experiencing the same patterns over and over again, dating the same man in 7 different bodies over and over again. You need to get to a place where you're just tired and you tell yourself, I, Denele Dlamini, have gone around this mountain for countless times. Now I want to get over it to the other side. And guys, healing is painful, number one. I'm a person who is going through my healing journey. Healing is painful. Healing is hard. Healing is not linear. Healing takes work. Healing takes honesty. You also need to be honest with yourself. In every story of trauma and pain, there is a role that you played. Let that sink in. And as a person or as an individual, you need to take responsibility for the role or the part that you played in your own trauma story, in your own pain. You need to take responsibility. Whether it is allowing for people to treat you like that, whether it is not setting clear, healthy boundaries with the people you're in relations with, whether it's you being a people pleaser and just accepting any person to speak to you in a way that you don't deserve to be spoken to. You need to be accountable for that role that you played. Whether it's you being reckless with your life, wrong place, wrong time, wrong company, you know what I'm saying? You need to be accountable for the role that you played in your own demise. Because if we're being truthful, if truth can be told, each and every person who's been hurt by someone else, there is a role that you played in that. So until you get to a point whereby you are honest in your healing journey and you embrace your healing journey for what it is, you'll always attract your abuser. That's just life. And as much as we serve a God that blesses and gives freely and treats us better than we truly deserve, we're all his children. Why should he give you someone who will be subject to the abuse that you will inflict on them? That's not fair. That ain't right. That ain't right, child. You know in your heart that ain't right. So until you get to a place whereby you are whole, you are healed, and you are content within yourself, you'll forever kiss frogs and you'll never find your prince or your princess. Because it goes both ways. This is not just for females. This is very much applicable to males. You will never find a good woman until you are what you seek. Until you get to a place of just being whole, you know. And another woman that I listen to and I love so much is Pastor Stephanie Ike. Like, she said that a healthy relationship exposes so much about you that you didn't even know existed. Meaning that even when you're on your healing journey, even when you are in a far better place than when you were when you started, it still shows that there's room for growth, there's room for development, there's room for personal improvement to take place, guys. And I know what she's talking about. I'm in a very healthy relationship. Like, I'm in a healthy relationship to the point whereby if God deemed it fit that we don't get married, I'd be bummed, but I wouldn't like break down, cry, roll, vomit. I'd be very happy with the fact that God afforded me the opportunity to have a season in my life where I'm in a healthy relationship, because that's a blessing in itself. You know, I've once dated a man who ill-treated me so badly, guys. I would cry and vomit simultaneously. Like, I can't explain the phenomenon, but that's how much emotional pain and abuse I endured and put myself through. And it was just so bad, y'all. So I'm in a place in my life where every good person I come across, I deem it as such a deep blessing, because I've lived life. I'm 24. I've lived life and I've come to the realization that people are just not inherently good. We are not good people. And people who are genuinely kind to you, people who genuinely care for you, people who don't take and remember to pour back into your cup are rare. They're rare. And they should never, ever, for any moment, for any reason under the sun, be taken for granted for. Be taken for granted. Let me leave it there. Let me not add the for. It's bad English. Should be taken for granted, because you'll never come across that authenticity, that genuine spirit. You won't come across it very easily. You'd be surprised how inherently evil people actually are. And it used to be something that confused me, because like, I know I'm not a perfect person. I know I'm also inherently evil in one way or the other. But there's just certain things I never do to you as a person. I don't even need to know you personally. My mind does not go there, because it's like, how do you inflict so much emotional pain on another person like that? There's that video. I hope I find it and I just insert it somewhere and edit it into this video. That video of, my partner will never do that, and then I do that. Like, there's so many moments in life where I was like, they really did do that. They did do that. They did do that to me. And I'm just like in utter shock. And I'm like, what the boo just happened to me? Just like, what the flippin' flapjack? Like, what? Like, what? Yeah. So definitely, like, being in a healthy relationship forces you to continually work on yourself and continually reflect. Like, it makes you realize that you're not as good as you thought you were, because toxic environments cultivate poor self-awareness, in the sense that because you're not the worst one in the relationship, it doesn't give you a chance to actually improve on the parts of you that are bad, because like, you're with someone who's like 10 times worse. Not that comparing in relationship who's worse, but guys, if you're not the abuser and you're the victim, it does give you a chance to adopt this victim mentality, and then you don't even start to see when you're the abuser, when you are the villain in someone else's story. It doesn't give you that chance. So then when you get into the healthy relationship and this person is just good to you, kind to you, does not good place, you won't truly know the extent and the magnitude of your hurt. You won't truly know, because you are just in a position in your life where you just keep getting hurt, and it doesn't give you a chance to dig deeper. Obviously, there are levels of hurt that cause you to uncover how deep the root of hurt is, but like nothing exposes you like being in a healthy place, whether it's in a relationship or just being in a healthy place in your life. Nothing exposes you to the truth of who you really are, like like a healthy environment, whether it's workspace or you've just decided to cultivate a healthy environment for yourself. That will expose you. Like it will expose you, and it's good exposure if you are a person who can handle the truth. It's good exposure, it's healthy exposure, and it gives you the platform and the opportunity to work on yourself. So yeah, I have been exposed. I'm a fraud, y'all. My boyfriend is dating a fraud. I'm out here thinking I was sweet, I was kind. Then my boyfriend was just like, here's a mirror, and I'm just like, I'm shocked at the things that I do. And I'm like, but because we serve a merciful and kind God, you know, like I am learning and I'm growing and I'm working on myself as a person. He inspires me to be a better person each and every day. And just to be better for myself, because I owe it to me to be the best version of myself, to be the woman that God has truly called me to be. I owe it to me. I don't owe it to anyone else. I owe it to me to be that girl. And I want to be that girl so bad. And to be that girl, I have to be healed. I have to be healthy. I have to be whole. We serve a holy God. He has no holes. He is whole. He is holy. So because he created us and we serve him, we have to be the embodiment of that. Baby steps, child. Baby steps. And yeah, I just hope and pray that one day each and every one of you find your prince or your princess, that you stop kissing frogs, I beg. And guys, I plead with you, I beg you, go to therapy. If you can't afford therapy, your community counselor, like there's so many means that have been afforded to each and every one of us to get help. Government, it's a long line, but at least put yourself in the line, you know what I'm saying? Queue. Like government resources aren't enough, but try. You never know what avenue God will open for you to usher you to a place of healing. There's counseling in churches, you know. There's just where there's a will, there's a way. There are just so many outlets, even though there should be more. But work with what you have. Build with the tools that you've been given. You know, don't now make excuses and say, no, but the waiting list is up to 3 months. Still join. You never know. You know, you never know. You never know. And yeah, just work on yourself, work on your healing journey. And to all those who have been brave enough to embark on this journey of self-discovery, healing, reflection, working on yourself, I'm so proud of you. I love you and all the best, and be gracious to yourself. This journey needs you to be gracious to yourself. It's not easy. You didn't know what you know now. Every time you're embarrassed and cringing at the things that you used to say, do, or be, just always tell yourself you didn't know what you know now. And now that you know, you will do better and be better. That is what I tell myself. That wow, I was cringy and I am crying on the inside, because why would I do that or say that? And I always remind myself that T, you didn't know what you know now, and that is okay. And it's okay not to know. But once you find the truth, once your eyes are opened, live your life like a person who can see. Do not live your life like you are still blind and bound. If Jesus set you free, if Jesus healed you, if Jesus opened your eyes, live your life like that. Do not go back to the spaces and places where you were blind and bound. Don't do that. Familiarity breeds contempt. Don't get used to. Always desire more. Always seek out for more. Always, 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 always know that in life there's more. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be content in life. Be content, but like where there's a space to want more and be more, desire it. God wants that for you. Do not get comfortable at the level at which you're at. There's always a new level. And go for that new level wholeheartedly, earnestly, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel me? And guys, I did not want to over exhaust the topic. I feel like I've covered everything. And you know, guys, see you in the next one. And I love you all. Keep well, keep safe, and remember to pray for yourself, for your family, and for others. Pray for strangers, guys. I'm not saying physically lay hands, no, but just when you see someone you don't know and they look like they're going through a rough patch, just be like, Lord, the person that I saw today who was going through it, I cover them in prayer. Please keep them safe. Please be with them. He will know who you're talking about because he was there when you were there. It's so cool to serve an omnipresent God. You don't even have to know the person's name to cover them in prayer. So guys, remember that there is someone out there who is grateful that you are here on earth. There's someone out there who appreciates you. So don't sell yourself short. Don't settle. Don't shortchange yourself in life. And if you are a crappy person for whatever reason, don't do that. Uncrap yourself. I don't know if that's a word, but uncrap yourself and just stop being a crappy person and seek love and light. And see you on the next one. And see you on the next one. Bye, y'all. I love you so, so much. From me, Denele, and my channel, Diary of a Child of God. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, comment, DM me. You know, my socials are always in the description box. So yeah, bye guys.